Hi and welcome to Watch the Time and my unboxing and initial review of a new Casio, and this one's been dubbed the Casioak or the Casio Royal Oak. I mean, it's beyond me, that one, but the fact that it's octagonal, I suppose, is about the only reason that that's happened. It's proven to be quite popular. It's actually trending for sale at the moment for more than the retail price. And it's the GA-2100, and this is the 1AER version. It's got a 5611 module in it. It's a kind of an anadigi. So let's get it out and have a little looky. So you get your usual manual, got your international warranty card and bits and bobs in there. So just get rid of those. Then I suspect we've got a little tin. So I'm also wearing my G7800 at the moment, just for a comparison. That's quite a chunky square G-Shock. And then the G-Shock that sort of beats off all other G-Shocks in my collection, at least, is the B5600. That's the Bluetooth, stealthy, atomic, solar, everything sort of G-Shock, which at the moment I've had lots of others. This watch come close to beating it out, but it's going to go, and I'm sticking with this one. So, will the Royal Oak or Casioak beat it? Let's have a look. Here it is. Oh, let's just have a look at the hang tag first. You've got all the details. So this is carbon core guard, shock resistant, 20 bar water resistance, so 200 meters of water resistance, double LED light, 100th of a second stopwatch, well timed daily alarm, timer, all the usual stuff that you get on a Casio, but no solar, no atomic, no Bluetooth, and no combi bracelet. There it is in all its glory. Now I went for the stealthy but with white hands and indices, because I think it's quite a stealthy looking watch. There's not too much garmed all over it, not too much colour, quite like it, and but really legible, quite nice and legible. Obviously you've got your little display down there, which is currently blocked, which is a bit annoying. Got a date indicator over here, which seems a bit overkill the way it's set up, but that's there for you. Obviously it's got this octagonal shape as opposed to the square of a normal G-Shock, but the buttons are all in the same position. So you've got your mode adjust, your light, and your start stop button for the chrono. So obviously when you hit the mode button, the modes come up in here, but obviously you'll see the first problem with an anadigi is that it's covered. So that's the dual time, it says New York. Then you've got the stopwatch, the countdown timer, then you've got alarms, and you've got 5 alarms, a signal alarm, usual stuff, and then back to the time. And if you just press this button once, it will show the date or the time. Obviously we've got dual lights on this, but so there's a little LED in there you see it, and also the screen lights up, but I'll put a photo in just to show that. And it works really well, but there's no auto light, but you can change the time the light's on. So I've got it on for its maximum, which I think is about 3 seconds. Let's just hit it. There you go. Yeah, it stays on for about 3 seconds and it fades out, which is quite nice. So one of the keys with this Casio is the fit. I mean, it fits beautifully on the wrist. It's nice and thin. The arms don't sort of protrude out here like some of the Casios do. Standard case back, 4 screw in, not a problem with that at all. All these ones with the screw down case backs and that, it's all very well and fancy, but it's still a 200 meter water resistant watch, so it doesn't make any difference. You've got the carbon fibre bit in there. You can just about see there's a carbon fibre section between the back and the resin. As I say, just a normal strap, which is unfortunate in my opinion. Absolutely nothing wrong with these straps whatsoever. I just prefer this combi bracelet. I think it's just fantastic. But the downside of the combi bracelet, I'll just take it off and show you, is it does kind of give your G-Shock wings, so you get a bigger lug to lug. They do not bend down any more than that, whereas this one virtually straight down, so will fit a smaller wrist. So I think this is going to be compared closely to the 5600 series. What you get, let's get it up the right way for a start. What you get is a much bigger dial, but a very nice fitting watch. Obviously it's taller this way. Let's have a look at the width. So let's do the width here. So probably a little bit wider, so it's got a slightly bigger wingspan. Let's just get it about level. Yes, it's definitely thinner. And it wears really nice. I have to say it wears absolutely beautifully. There are, however, from my point of view, a couple of issues with it, with regards to whether or not it would beat out this one. I mean, they're both G-Shocks, they're both fantastic, but this would need solar, atomic, Bluetooth, and the combi bracelet to beat out this. Now, I don't see why they can't ever do that. Oh, and there's one other thing it needs, and that is a white second hand would have been nice. I mean, you do get running seconds down in that little display there. Yeah, so there is a running seconds down in that little display there, but you know, at the moment it's obscured, and that is a problem with having an anadigi like this. I don't ever have that problem on here. And the other thing with this one is I've changed the date, so I've got Friday the 31st of January on this one. January the 31st. And then down there you can see it points to Friday. So it's kind of, it's really nice, it wears lovely. If you've got a smaller wrist and you find a square G-Shock a little bit too big, a little bit too chunky, or if you've got something even bigger like this, let's get this one off as well. So admittedly this is an extremely rare G-Shock. This is the G-7800, fantastic G-Shock, but you know, it's much chunkier. And again, look at the wingspan compared to this one. What I do is I'll just pop this on the wrist. So there it is on my just over 7-inch wrist. As you can see, it's still got really good presence, but it's super lightweight. It weighs virtually nothing. It's really thin, so it hugs the wrist really nicely. And it's a really nice watch. And I did definitely have a wobble. It's nice and legible. It's kind of, you know, you could wear it all day, every day. I mean, it's not a dressy watch, obviously, but for any other occasion, you know, it kind of works absolutely fine. So a great watch, and I did have a wobble when I first put it on. I thought, oh my god, that's so comfortable, it's so nice. But then I started thinking, if only it had solar, if only it had Bluetooth, if only it had atomic. I mean, the only one of those I would leave off is the atomic, as long as it had Bluetooth, because then you don't really need it. But you know, I'd love to have that combi bracelet on it. I just love this combi bracelet. And as I say, there's nothing wrong with that. That's just a standard Casio one. But the other thing is you've got to look at the price of this watch. It's 100 quid in the UK, although at the moment trending for a little bit more. But you know, £100. This is an absolutely fantastic watch. And you know, ultimately, I wouldn't pay over the retail price for it. Absolutely not. But I've seen these sell for up to £145. I honestly don't know why, because you must realise that Casio are going to keep churning these out. So it's not like, oh, if I don't get one now, I'm never going to be able to get one. Of course you're going to be able to get one. So I honestly don't understand why anyone would pay more than retail price for this. I'd expect to get this for no more than £90, 10% off the RRP, but in the UK, but that's me. And just to clarify, I didn't pay anywhere near the retail price for this, even though I got it brand new from a shop. I actually paid £75 for mine. So that's my review of the Casioak G-Shock. Fantastic little G-Shock. I really like it. It's it wears beautifully on the wrist. It does all the things a Casio usually does, although you know, the two that I've got here are a bit special. This one because of the full dot matrix display, which enables it to do all manner of different things. This one because of the Bluetooth and the solar. And, you know, this is just what I would call a fairly basic model. You know, I suppose the equivalent square G-Shock would be about £50–60. So, you know, you're sort of paying a little bit extra for the anadigi, which I kind of like and I kind of don't like. I'm in two minds over that. The only way I'd be able to decide was if I had this with all these features, then I would have a decision to make as to which one won out. But at the moment, this one knocks both of them out of the park and is still my favourite G-Shock. And I've tried the all metals, I've tried the part metal, I've tried the Mudman, I've tried the bigger G-Shocks, the round ones, but this one has beat out all other G-Shocks in my collection. I've had occasions where I thought, oh, I'll keep that other one because I like it, which I've done with this one for a little while, but this one's going to go soon, and this one will go soon as well. So both of these are going to be sold on, although I think they're both fantastic watches, and if I could afford it, I would just keep all of them, but I would never wear them over and above this one, so this is the one for me all day long. As I say, not to say that this isn't an absolutely fantastic Casio G-Shock, and I would wholeheartedly recommend it if you like the styling, especially because I mean that's the key to this one, isn't it? It's the it's going to be called the octagonal G-Shock, or the Casioak, I suppose. So anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, bye.